Good morning, John.
Oh, good morning. What does "you've learned to trust autumn" mean? I don't really know what that means. Tell our viewership what I'm really learning to trust autumn.
Okay, one of my excuses for not working out is that I'm too sore. So I can't work out today because I'm sore from the last two workouts. Like, literally, I've worked out twice this month. But what I believe is actually that this woman put together 21 days of workouts. So you're supposed to do 21 days in a row, and she knows I'm going to be sore. And so whatever workout is going to happen today is still going to be within my ability because it's going to be like a different part of my body, not the sore part, because she knows that I'm sore today. And probably some part of what I do today will help me not be quite so sore.
So you trust autumn.
I trust autumn.
That's good. I think the point of working out is to be sore, like to get sore because it rips your muscle. Isn't that the point of working out is to get bigger and stronger? No?
Stronger.
Well, that's very good. I'm proud that you trust somebody. What does trust actually mean?
Well, in this case, it means that she has my best interest in mind. She's not here to harm me. She's here to help me.
And so there's an action involved. That's good. Yeah, trust is action, is an action word. That's good. Good for you.
That all comes out of the fact that I said I wish I had worked out this morning.
Oh, no. I didn't work out.
And now we have a busy work day. And then who knows when I'll get home in time to make dinner. And then I have a meeting at 7:30.
Good morning, Katie. I had something to say, but I totally forgot what it was.
Get up early and get her done. Stop making excuses.
Oh, I can make up more excuses than I can eat chicken wings.
More excuses than chicken wings.
I forget what I was going to say.
Maybe you have as many excuses as chicken wings.
Maybe as I can eat.
Yeah.
Who knows? At any rate, thank you for joining us on this beautiful blustery morning in Ottawa, Canada. It's minus 21 billion. The car is starting. Is that that's no thing anywhere else in the world? They like start your car like 20 minutes before you get in.
As I was getting ready to go yesterday, and we were scraping literally 2 inches of ice off the car, and it took us like over half an hour, 2 of us. I was laughing and thinking, I wish I could send this to my friend in San Diego, like a video of this. Like, she would die.
And because I'm a little bit lazy and smart, I started my car well before I had to get into it, which is probably some level illegal. But I just start the car 10 minutes before or whatever. And then I went out with 2 buckets of hot water and I poured them on my windshield and I was ready to go. I didn't even, I had to scrape the mirrors. But you a sucker.
Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning, Peggy. What else? It's Thursday today. I had something to say that was really interesting, but I totally forgot what it was.
Well, we would be the judge of that.
Yeah, you would be the judge. Okay, we are on. It is February the 24th. Right. How about you read our contemplative meditation? This is an idea that we just want to pass on and contemplate throughout the day and have God really speak to us about it.
Have I ever sought to find the tiny spark that detonated a family row that brought into the open ugly words and violent recriminations? Can I admit that I may have caused it by being too quick to react to a ridiculous accusation or denunciation? Do I take everything the alcoholic says in his frustrated rage against himself as an offense to me? When the guilt of the alcoholic explodes, I must realize that it is always aimed at those nearest and often dearest. I want to remind myself that such outbursts only reveal the drinker's own unhappiness. I will not make the situation worse by taking seriously what the alcoholic says at such times. Today's reminder. A long ago childhood chant provides a simple answer. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names can never hurt me, unless we let them. Let me learn to keep peace with silence when it is not the right time to say what comes to mind. There is a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Ecclesiastes.
My mom always said that.
But I feel like it's really important to very first say that there are situations that are unsafe physically and emotionally, and we need to get out of those situations.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Like abuse is abuse. I believe that
whatever the reason
talking about emotional instability and childlike
Yes.
behavior of blowing up and having a temper tantrum.
Yes.
We have little people in our lives ranging from 3 to 2 years old. Five
to 1.
And like, I guarantee that when you break down a temper tantrum, they won't be able to articulate what they were mad at in the first place, because it's gone well beyond the teddy bear that got dirt on it or whatever it is. I think that's true with us. And so we're talking not about abusive situations. We're talking about regular communications.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are, I think, fueled a lot of the time by guilt. And then I believe that even in a recovery relationship of codependency and addiction, that there are still some enmeshment of you do this, I do that, you do that, I react, you say this. And then 10 minutes later, things don't really make sense. And we're going around in circles and we don't even know why we're going. And it was this little spark. But the spark, what I've identified, is in me.
Right.
The spark of like, I'm not good enough, or I'm saying the right thing, or she'll never get into real recovery. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck with such a horrible situation. Like, and then I can feel sorry for myself. And then I crack back.
Right.
And then you're going like this, and is there peace? Is there unity? Is there love? Is there acceptance? There's nothing. Mm-hmm. It's just nonsensical.
Yes.
And then our adult child says, just shut up. Everybody should have that viewer. Background noise. He's trying to switch the channel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think so. There's this, saying, "Don't add fuel to the fire," which is really, really difficult.
It's so hard.
You're in
not
the
to
depths of it. When you're in like the deep dysfunction,
just one more stick
of the alcoholic cycle, it's really, really difficult to keep our mouth shut. But that's one thing. We often say in Al-Anon and in codependency, like, don't argue with a drunk. And part of my sickness is that I would always argue with the drunk, and I couldn't not argue with the drunk. And I needed a power greater than me to restore me to sanity, to stop me from arguing with a drunk.
So I was talking about recovery relationship. You're talking about active addiction relationship. And
no, but even
a spark's a spark. Exactly. Like, I'm not, I'm not, I was just saying that this concept is in both addictive relationships and recovery relationships. Carry on.
I thought I made my point. I needed a power greater than me to restore me to sanity, to keep me from arguing when I wanted to keep my mouth shut. It's not like I can just like, so when I read something like this, it's like, learn, okay, I need to learn how to keep silence when it's not the right time to say what comes to mind. There's a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Well, I, on my own ability, was not able to do that. I couldn't just let the fight go. I couldn't just, in our addictive cycle and in our recovery, like as we were in a recovery journey, that I was just not capable of not having the last word. And I wasn't capable of not exploding, or being so overcome with emotion. And then I'm full of self-pity. And then it was just this vicious cycle, and I needed a power greater than me to restore me to sanity.
And then it comes into, I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to get even with you. And we do that with our words. And it's all this little spark within us. It's our ego, our cast of characters, as I like to call them. And it's like, how dare she talk to me like that? Or you're not really the husband that she needs. Right. And then it's like, well, I have to prove that I'm the husband. So then we could do that in dominance or control, or just with our, our actions. So it's like, how do we get rid of that spark? Well, we both have to be in recovery, and we both have to be connected to God. And so then we can come with the connection that we have with God through our program of getting the hair out of our drain, so that God's love is properly flowing through us. So then I can be in proper relationship with you.
So focus more on getting into relationship with God than our relationship.
So if that relationship is great, then these relationships will be great.
Yes. As that relationship improves,
These
This
relationships
relationship
have
improved.
improved. And it's only been 15 years of trying to do this and working on it. This is work. This is the real work.
Do you know what you're really, really good at?
Saying sorry?
You are so good at saying sorry first.
Oh, I got that one right.
You, like...
Well, I'm more mature, I would say. I don't like pain as much.
Floofy, like, it's not like a floofy sorry. Like,
I'm crawling on my knees.
No.
I'm groveling and I'm going, I did you wrong. I spoke to you in a mean accent and I raised my voice a little bit. I will be kinder from now on.
And I'm so immature that I will take that apology and I'll be like, yeah, and?
You dang Skippy.
What about this part?
Yeah. And where's my roses? I think it's really good to understand the cast of characters which promoted the spark, because then I can go to you. When you said this is what happened inside of me. And then I just reacted to the cast of characters saying, oh, she doesn't think you're good enough. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the sparks. May you have sparks in your life to teach you. May the fires from the sparks cause you to turn away from the fire and go get water. That's our job. That's our work today, is to watch and turn. I'm watching for the sparks flying and I'm turning to God's water. So have a great day. Ashes to Rubies is on Saturday. If you guys want to come to Ashes to Rubies, it's going to be lit.
If you're in Ottawa.
Is that what they say? Lit.
I don't know what they say.
Speaking of sparks. All right. Keep the peace. Be of good behavior. And